What's up guys, Prometheus here, and today I'm showing you how to do a YouTube call, your own custom YouTube call to action. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to add a new composite shot and click OK. We're going to go to the options tab and click the checkboard background. I already have this imported. We're just going to go ahead and click and drag that onto the timeline. That's going to be my logo. Let's go ahead and position it how we want. About right there is fine. And then we're going to add a new layer. We're going to add a point layer. And we're going to label this, highlight it, F2. I'm going to put a torch point here. And go. Now what we're going to do from here is go to the transform options. We're going to keyframe the scale. Basically we want it to be 0. And then go over a little bit. About there, 1 second, and then make it 100. And then from here we're going to take this and reference the point from the torch here. Oh, forgot one quick. Also be sure to move your point. So let's control Z, because otherwise that would happen. So move your point to right in the center of the torch, and now reference and see what we'll see. Boom. So you want to keep the, there you go, boom, like just like that. Now we want to add another composite shot right here. We're going to name it the rectangle, which is going to be we're going to add a red plane to this. Checkboard background and add a plane, and we're going to make it red. Boom. We're going to also use our mask tool, around left click, hold, and rounded rectangle mask. Go ahead and make that little rectangle there. Boom, just like that. Okay, now what we need to do is add a new point layer there. So we're going to name this rectangle. Boom. Now the same thing, we're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to reference we're going to actually go to 1 second, but we're going to move it a little bit over to probably start at 1 second, and then click the solid. That way it starts the keyframe 0, and then over a couple frames. And then 100%. And then of course, let's make sure this time that our point is in the center of the rectangle. Just highlight that real quick. Boom. It's pretty close, it doesn't be exact. And then let's reference the point we just made. So basically it should be just like that. Now what we're gonna end up doing is we might as well add a new text layer on this one, and we're gonna go to the text tab, go to the import. We're going to the font, and I like to use the impact font on this one. Impact font, and let's go ahead and use that as a reference, and then we're going to just type in subscribe. If we could spell it right, geez. Subscribe. We're going to make it a little big. We're going to make sure that's big enough for that. Okay, about maybe 83. Position it where we want it to be, and which should be kind of centered in the rectangle. Now from there we are going to add a new point layer, and we're going to name it text point. There we go, text point. And then we basically want to mirror the exact keyframes for the rectangular point. So let's take a look at the rectangle point. We can go like this and try to copy it. Control C, go to this point right here, and then highlight that. Control V, And basically we want to line it up as best as we can. Now you could do this, we'll have to mess with it a little bit and just make sure it's right. So we're just going to reference the text point we just did, and hopefully, okay, we need to adjust a little bit. It's not too terribly off, but adjust a little bit. Slide that back. Now let's play it again. Okay, we're a little off. We're a little off though, not too bad. Let's go ahead and go bring this point down. Let's see when it. That's when we're on 128. Looks about right. Let's see. Let's play it one more time. All right, there we go. See how we gotta zoom it in a little bit and kind of bring it back. There we go. Now let's play it. Let's see what happens. Now play it and see. It's not terrible, but definitely gonna need some tweaking involved. Let's go ahead and bring this over, maybe. Okay, you know what, I don't know if we did, but we make sure when we do our text point we didn't position it. I think that might be also a solution there. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and look at the point here and look at the position it is at. Copy that and then go to the point right here and position to the point. Move the text over a little bit. Let's see what happens now. Let's play. Boom. Okay, there we go. We just had them finesse it a little bit, guys. Look pretty good. Now what we need to do is go ahead and let's go back to our composite shot previously made, and let's drag in the rectangle composite, and then we're gonna have to position it to our liking. All right, so we need to bring this down, and we're gonna shift it over a little bit, probably down some more. All right, let's play it from right here and see how that works. Now you want the logo to go first, and then boom. Okay, perfect. And now we're missing we need to go ahead and import one more thing that I forgot to do. We're looking for a bell. That's the only thing we need next is the bell. Let's go to lab. I'm going to search it. I think I already have it somewhere in my hard drive. Bell. We'll import this one. Let's go ahead and drop it in here. See if it'll let us do that. Now let's go ahead and size it up a little bit. We're going to need to bring her on down. Kind of somewhat even with everything else. Okay. And move it over to the right. Alright, and then go ahead and mess with. We're going to try to see if we can add it in here. We might not be able to. We're going to add a new point, and then we're going to call it bell. Okay, and then from there we want to go ahead, same thing, keyframe the scale. It's going to do right after the rectangle. It's going to get started right there, and then we're going to 0, and then a couple frames over, whatever to your liking. and then back to 100. And then we're going to take the bell point. We're going to take the bell and reference there. And hopefully that works. Oh man, we did it again. We got to position the so let's control Z real quick. I don't know how many times I've done that before, but there we go. Okay, take the bell. We're gonna actually move the point because we didn't earlier, which we should have. Shame on me. Fool me once, fool me twice, fool me a billion more times. There we go. Boom. Now let's go ahead and label this bell. Bingo. And then let's just stuff so we get our bearings. All right, and keyframe that. That's going to be 0%. Go a couple frames over. 100%. And then go ahead to the bell and reference that point. Now let's check it out. So let's play it and make sure everything is correct. Boom, there you go. There you have it. So again, make sure when you're doing this, go ahead and make sure that the points are on the logos and the bell and everything centered first. Otherwise, you'd be doing Control Z is a wonderful tool, by the way. If you like this video, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Smash that like button, click the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next video. Happy editing.